The reason I have this plastic bag on my head is because I'm deep conditioning my hair. I haven't done that this month, sorry. So I'm just giving my hair a little bit of a treatment, and literally all I use is the same conditioner that I'm going to use right now for the wigs. I'm sitting in my bathroom, but the conditioner I've used is this Tresemme Cleanse and Replenish with vitamin B5 and aloe re-moisturize for all hair types conditioner. This is it. So that's what I put onto my hair, and I'm just gonna leave that in for like the next hour and just do stuff around the house and do that. I'm just in my bathroom. I have got a bucket here, and literally it's just got water in it. And then all I'm gonna do is pop in some of this conditioner into the water. Of my water, I got the conditioner in there. Gonna mix it all up. Essentially what I'm doing is co-washing and deep conditioning. So the first part of this is gonna be the co-wash that I do. So I'm just gonna pop all the wigs into the water. So that is it for the first part. It's literally just leaving it in the conditioned water. I'm gonna leave it in there for a day, and then I'm gonna come back and actually co-wash the wigs with the conditioner. So it's literally just like washing the wigs without any shampoo. And then I'm gonna pop them back into another bucket of water with conditioner in it and leave it for another 2 days to purely deep condition it. And then after that, I'm gonna rinse it off and let it air dry. And now that I'm done rinsing out the conditioner from the wigs, I'm going to detangle them a little bit with a wide tube comb, and then I'm also going to put them to hang dry and will hang and air dry. I got these for hanging coats. You actually supposed to put them on the door, and then you can like hang whatever you want to hang on them. So they're also really convenient for drying my wigs in my bathroom, up until they dry enough to move them into my bedrooms. I literally just hung the wig up on my cupboard, and this is how I dry it. I bring it into my room when it's no longer dripping. Hey guys, we are back in my bedroom. So this wig has been fully air dried, and you can see this is what it looks like just in its natural state. I haven't done anything to manipulate it. The only thing I did was to put on some leave-in conditioner and heat protect, while it was drying. So while it was still wet, I put the products on it so that they could all dry together. And I'm going to show you guys how to transform this wig. So I've got my tools here with me. I have my hair straightener. You're obviously going to need a hair straightener because you're straightening out the hair. I have my hot comb. And if you don't have this, I'm going to show you guys what I did before getting this to get my closures to lay flat. And then you're going to need some combs, a wide tooth comb, and then one that's much smaller so that you can chase when you're doing the straightening. And then if you have a hot comb, I would also suggest getting a glove to protect yourself from getting burnt. You're also going to need some hair clips or a hairband, whatever it is you can get your hands on to separate the hair. So the trick with getting your wig as straight as possible is to straighten it the same way you would straighten your natural hair. So a lot of the times when people straighten their wigs, they straighten like big portions at a time. If you want it to be properly straight and as flat as possible, I would suggest doing really small portions at a time. Try to do like each roll that the wig is made in, as opposed to like, you know, doing huge portions in one go. But I just also wanted to show you guys this little trick to get your hair to lay flat as you are straightening along. So what you want to do is select the piece that you're going to straighten, grab your straightener, and then when you're straightening it, make sure you go downwards. So straighten it flat, and that way you'll help the hair to lay flat. flat, then you're all done. So if you do every single track like this, it prevents the hair from being bulky and it just lays straight down. Now we are on the last track, and what you want to do when you get to this point is to take out a little bit of the hair on the edge of the closure so that you can straighten that bit with the last track. And what this does is that it helps to hide that last track, and it helps the closure and that last track blend together a lot more seamlessly, as I'll show you. Now we are at the closure bit, and what you want to do is make sure that it is completely tangle free, and then select small sections and make sure the sections are really small, guys. Do not play yourself because you want this to be flat. Comb through it again just to make sure, and then go ahead and grab your straightener and straighten it the way that I showed previously. And this ensures that your closure itself will be laid AF, babes. Now you can go ahead and grab your hair wax. I got mine from Amazon, and what this does is that it helps your flyaways stick down as opposed to sticking out. So go on and apply that in between the layers that you are straightening for the frontal or your closure. When you're done with that, go over with your hot comb to make sure everything is really flat. And what I do is flip the hot comb around and press down right at the middle where my pot is, and that just makes sure everything stays flat. Last thing I'm going to do is use my hair mousse to create some edges, and the reason I use this is because when you create your edges with this, those edges stay in place up until you wash it off. And it just makes it easier to apply your wig, especially if your wig is a closure wig and not a frontal wig. The last bit I'm going to show you guys is how to flatten your closure or your frontal with the hair straightener if you don't have a hot comb. Grab your wig, grab your straightener, and then place the straightener on the frontal or the closure and literally flatten down the whole thing. I promise you this works, and this is what I'd been using to flatten my wigs and my closures before I got the hot comb. So there you have it, guys. That is pretty much all you need to do, or well, that's how I do it. That's all I do to get my wig straight and flat at the same time. There really wasn't that much to it. You just need to be patient and take your time. Only other thing that I would say is let the wig cool down before you wear it, because if it's still warm when you wear it, it's easy for it to not be as straight as what it was when you first straightened it, because when it's warm it can take on other shapes easily. And then I'm also sorry I couldn't demonstrate the flattening of your closure or frontal better than what I showed you guys. My updated review of the exclusive version hair wig that I have is basically that the wig in terms of durability is really good, because I've had the wig for about 2 years and barely any of the tracks have come off like ever. The wig construction wise was not made the best, in that they didn't take measurements for my head when they made it, so this wig is actually too big for my head. Once I'm really tired of this closure bit, I'm going to have to take the hair out, replace the closure with maybe a frontal, and then have it made into another wig that's better suited for my hair. The other thing that I mentioned, which I've always mentioned about this wig, is that the closure is not the same quality as the bundles. So the closure is not as nice as the bundles. It didn't straighten the same way as the bundles. It has a lot of like split ends, so that's why there are a lot of bits sticking out and a lot of flyaways and stuff like that. The closure was free, so you bought the 3 bundles and you got the closure for free. with the special that they had. So it explains why the closure is free, because they were giving away closures that were not of the same quality as their bundles. I enjoy wearing the wig. I do love the wig, minus the things that I mentioned. You can see the hair is like really bouncy and flows very easily. Yeah, there really isn't that much that I can say. It sucks that some people got duped by them, but also at the same time, I think I've said this before, it also depends on how you take care of your hair. So if you're not taking care of your hair well, if you're just not going to take it off and toss it wherever, it will get tangled and it will get damaged and all of that good stuff. But I mean, if you've been taking care of your hair and you do the method that I've showed you guys, then your wig should, you know, snap back and you should be able to make it look really cute. That is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Besides that, I will catch you guys in my next one. Love and lights.